This month I'm looking at another one of my hot coaching predictions for 2021, and that's the need to think more strategically. It's a common coaching request from clients and sponsors, and particularly those clients who are perhaps moving from managerial to more leadership roles. In the article that I shared with relation to this topic this month, it says that within 10,000 surveyed leaders, 97% of them said they didn't make enough time for strategic thinking, which is quite a worry. But it also shows the value that coaching can have in terms of that structured time to look at whether you are thinking strategically, your relationship with strategic thinking, and what you might want to do to improve it. So whilst there's many aspects to strategic thinking and many tools and techniques, one of the common ones that I find, particularly with clients who are making that shift from managerial to more leadership positions, is a shift in mindset in terms of what they think about. So classically in an operational managerial role, you're thinking inwardly and downward within the organisation, and in a strategic role you're thinking more upwards and outwards. And quite often it's that mindset which is a key element in terms of their shift towards being more strategic. An example I had of that recently was a client who was in a new leadership role in a technical capacity and wanted to think about how she could be more strategic in her outlook. And so we looked at what that meant for her in her role, and she needed to produce a technical strategy in relation to the area that she looked after. And when we discussed that, we initially, she thought about a list of all the projects that were underway and pulling those together into a program of work, etc. And we explored that further, and she recognised the fact that she needed to broaden the net in terms of her thinking and her awareness of what was required. So she needed to go out and find out what the organisational strategy was and the wider group strategy, and engage with some of the leaders who were responsible for that work in order to bring that into her own thinking in terms of technical strategy. And it was quite an interesting switching point in terms of how she stopped looking inwards and downwards and more outwards and upwards. So if this is an area that sounds of interest and you'd like to discuss further, by all means get in touch as usual, and I'll be delighted to speak to you.